smoothness and the refinedness, and as we say, being very fluently.
I'm great. I'm great. And
Doing
what
great.
about what about you?
I'm doing well, Deepak. Thank you so much. I'm okay. All right. And how's everything around? All good? All okay? All
Yes,
great?
yes. Everything is okay.
All right. Perfect. Okay. So, Deepak, I just can't help myself asking you this very obvious question. 225 sessions. How do you feel about it? This one is your 225th session. How do you feel about it?
I'm feeling stunning.
Stunning. All right. And
Yeah.
what about the progress?
Progress is also good. That is why I'm stick with this platform.
Ah, you
Right.
feel that things are improving, getting better with every session. Things going
Yes.
good?
Yeah, and most important thing is patience.
Huh.
Patience. And whatever craft I'm learning, according to science, says that you must devote at least 5 years in order to master that craft.
Huh.
Right.
So you plan to donate that kind of time for this
If
thing? No, I'm not talking about this platform. I'm talking about working on your English this
yeah,
way or the other. But have you made your mind working on this skill for 5 years, for that long?
yeah, of course. Why not? Because I think it's a skill by which you can impress. You can impress your client. You can impress, your partner. You can impress, any people.
Huh.
You know, putting branded clothes or branded stacks or looking dashing,
Hmm.
people will judge you from this way, but when you open your mouth you tell the world who you are,
Huh.
right?
Okay. Huh.
So I want to impress people by my words, my voice, the way
Hmm.
I'm talking.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Thoughts and the way you express your thoughts, both is important. So what you're speaking in the right manner, very impressive manner, but what exactly the content that you're speaking out is not very valuable, right? That's a no. While something you're speaking very nice, your ideas are amazing, but you don't know how to speak it, how you don't know how to express that,
True, true.
then also that's a problem. So
Mhm.
both should be there, work on
True.
the ideas, the content, plus the way to express that content, both equally important. All right. Okay. Deepak, what do you say? Should we start this
Yeah.
topic? We've got this topic, wedding mishaps. Okay, it's interesting. Sounds interesting. Let me just have a glance at it. Okay, all right. Wedding mishap. Do you like to attend weddings, by the way?
Yes, I like to attend. Why not?
Okay. And
I
what
like
is
it.
what is that one thing that you like the most about the weddings?
I one thing I like. One thing I don't like. I don't know about what I like or not, but one thing I don't like.
Yeah.
People spend unnecessary money on
Hmm.
wedding. I don't. It's
Hmm.
my point of view. They spend no million rupees on their wedding, and
Ah.
so many unnecessary, waste, good waste or something like unnecessary. They are cracking these things. I don't like showing off. They are uh,
Hmm.
they are uh, contacting with the band party. They are taking too much money just for entertainment. You are
Hmm. Hmm.
so that things I don't like. I love yeah, simple marriage. Go to temple and get marry,
Hmm.
and then uh, invite your friends and colleagues, your neighbors, and give them dinner party. That's it. That's done.
Hmm. So
But
basically, what do you think? Where is it justified to spend money in weddings? Which sort of expenses do you think is all right? These should be done. Otherwise, these are useless.
useless. I think if I talk about my brother wedding, okay, there were. I cannot say you how much money I spent, but most of the money they wasted there. because and the money they spend in their wedding, which take long time to make that money, even
mm,
1 2 years to make that amount of money, and spending you those all money just to one night or 2 night.
mm,
I don't think it's a smart work. It's a
mm,
smart wedding,
mm,
right? And after a few days, you are still when you some mishappening happen, or unfortunately you are going through bad time, you lost your job, or you something wrong happened, you are going
mm,
and asking for money. Oh, I need money.
mm,
Could you help me this way? So
mm,
that
mm,
I first my life should be, my future should be secure. Then if I have enough than that, then I can spend. Even I will not waste. I can spend in a good proper way.
mm,
I can invest. I can spend. Yeah, that's
mm,
how I think.
mm.
I have seen
Right.
people, get bankrupt, and they but they will get married in the lap of luxury. Even they are broke. They have nothing
Hmm.
10 years
People
back,
take
but
loan for that. People take loan and spend that in one night for things like which
hmm,
does not give you any return.
doesn't
So that's
make
very
any sense.
crazy, but yes, people do. Okay, all right. So that is one thing that you don't like about the wedding. While what do you like about the wedding then?
I like
See,
well
there
eating.
must be
I like
something
eating different dishes. You can
food,
eat,
basically.
and
The wedding
people
day.
get together.
Ah,
People get together, they celebrate, they dance, and after many days they get together, they share their own happiness and they joy. So that things I like a lot. you know
okay. Okay. So the get-togethers, the meetings that you like, and the food you like, but what you dislike is the expenditure,
I spend, I spend,
the unnecessary
and
spending that people do on the weddings is something I also don't like. Okay.
I have seen people are burning note, currency on their wedding, and they are not throwing like, okay, they are planting money as they are throwing unnecessary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. I when I
Showing
see
their happiness. Basically, they show their happiness. Well, it's okay for people who are earning, loads of money, and if you are a very wealthy, rich people, then it's your choice. That one day is very special for everyone. Everyone deals with it in a different manner. But if you've got a lot of money, then you can do it. But if you don't, taking loan and doing all sort of things is, I don't think that's very, that's a wise decision. I don't think so.
yeah, yeah, true,
Of
true.
course, everyone's got a different point of view on that. All right, okay. Have you ever witnessed a wedding mishap, by the way?
Mm, no, by the grace of God, I have not.
Okay,
I do not want.
okay,
Yes.
all right. So, let us consider one situation, okay, a mishap situation. Uh, One day, imagine that on your wedding, are you married, by the way? I'm so sorry, I never asked. Okay,
No, no,
you're not.
no.
So, let's consider this. Imagine that on your wedding day,
Uh,
everything is ready, everything is perfect, all going good, and suddenly it starts raining and thundering. All the flowers, all the decoration is ruined, everything is spoiled, the food is spoiled, not eatable. Now what will be your first reaction?
I
And
will be
of course, you
happy.
spent a lot of money on doing all of that, the food, the decoration, the all sort of things, and all
No.
ruined.
Few days back, I wrote a quote. Strategy. I do not know how to say that. Don't wait to storm the pass. Don't
Huh.
wait for the storm to pass. Learn how to dance in the rain.
Okay. Right. Huh.
Right. So I am practicing these things. Whatever tragedy happening in my life, I do not want to be pessimistic. Life
Hmm.
happened for you, not to you. So I
Hmm.
always expect it's a God creation, it's God
Hmm.
decision, not mine. Let it go. If you feel bad that in my the rain happened on my parade, then you feel bad. Oh, that was nonsense marriage, something like that. It's your perception. It's your
Hmm.
thinking. If
Hmm.
you are smart enough, you can understand my compulsion or something like that.
Hmm.
If you are
Hmm.
not, you can always curse me. You will always blame me
Hmm.
like that.
Hmm.
It's God decision. Let it go. Yeah.
It's very difficult to think like that because, you know, Of course, as you mentioned, that people spend a lot of money doing all of that, and let's say you've spent like good amount of money for that decoration, for all the flowers, for all the food and everything, and on the day of wedding people are invited. You've invited 500 people coming to your wedding, you don't have food. Obviously it's a panicking situation. You can't just be sitting there and thinking that, okay, so what, that's okay, I'll manage or handle, or it is how it is. You just cannot say that. So how will you react with the whole situation? How will you deal with the
Obviously,
situations?
people will. I will little bit, upset. Obviously, it's a human nature. But
Hmm.
what can I do? There is nothing control in my hand. I
Ah,
said,
ah. Hmm.
like
Hello.
that. It's not in my control. Whatever happened is what God decision. So forgive me. These all things
Hmm.
happen. Then happen. If you can fix it, fix it.
Hmm. No, but how can you fix it?
Right.
I'm asking, what will you do? Let's suppose this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
You can calm yourself down. You can do these things. It's all right. But then practically, what would you do just to handle the whole situation?
I don't think I can do remake again those all decoration and these all things.
Ah,
They can see the
ah,
whatever thing is happening. These all are in front of you. What I can do in that situation? I can say that this happened. In that I can best I can do. You people, I can send you people to a restaurant or somewhere you can have meal something like that. I can do that.
ah.
Right?
So would you consider rescheduling the wedding?
No,
No.
no, no, no.
Wedding will happen at the same time, same day.
I may give you dinner party later on after 1 or 2 days whenever the things will
Ah,
normal. I can give
ah,
you, but why
ah,
should I be a scheduled wedding? Is it? It's not. It's cost money, right?
ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the same day, but Miss Sharma, I to I have told my parents, I do not expect from me that I will marry in a lap of luxury. I will
Hmm,
marry in. That's it. I love Hare Krishna temple, which is
hmm,
Kon
hmm,
in the so if
hmm.
everything is happening there.
Okay, so you'll get married in ISKCON. You'll go there, and very
Yeah,
small, intimate wedding with very few people
I will not
invited.
people. Even I would maximum 20 people would be enough.
100,
Not 20, 20, 20.
20, huh? 20 people
20
enough. 20
people.
from both sides.
Huh? Oh, yeah,
20
20
from
for
both.
us. Yes. I'm not like everybody spend their money the way they spend it in marriage. Instead of spending that money in the marriage, why should I should invest that money, in somewhere else so that that can grow after 5 years.
Correct. Ah, right, right, right. That's a good decision, but as I said, depends upon people to people. There are few people who want to celebrate this as a very big day, and spending lavishly, buying these clothes and food and the decoration, and this venue should be this thing, and uh, what do you say, these destination weddings, the photography and all sort of things. So it requires a lot of money, honestly.
Yes, I'm telling you, I have a very, a real story of my
Hmm,
Bhaja. Right? He spent
hmm,
any rupees. I did a wedding destination, honeymoon, here, there.
hmm.
After 3 months, got divorced.
He got.
Just divorced.
Hmm. Ah, oh God.
After
Ah,
three,
that happens. Hmm.
and I think almost the whole money
Hmm.
that I what kind of a smart decision they make, right? And not even in my close
Hmm.
relation. I have
Hmm.
seen many people.
Hmm.
No conflict is going on between two partners up to 2 or 3 months. They're not
Hmm.
having staying
Hmm.
together.
Hmm.
Right?
Correct.
On the wedding day, oh, this is the marriage of king or queen. That feels so up like, oh, there is nothing like us. That's why
Actually, people are normalizing this, that spending a lot of money, this is the way to do it, right? So people who don't have money, they go, as I said, they take loan or they do this, that, ask money from their friends and relatives and all that, just to, have that standard of wedding. Which I think, why? Because this is very normalized. You can, because for weddings you have to do this. All of this is very, very normal. Everyone does it. You'll also have to do it. But then, exactly, this thing, weddings should happen, as you mentioned, people spending a lot of money, after 3 months they're getting divorced. So what's the point of all of this? Nothing.
That is why I never trust on wedding. Even I get, I never trust. It's better I will keep my all everything is separate, no, under the table, so that no
Ah,
one can when got divorced, one got married. Right.
right. Okay, all right. Okay. What about, there's one more condition given here, situation given here basically, and please tell me, if that thing happens with you, how will you react? Okay. So the situation here is that, imagine that the day before your wedding, you are taking a glance at the checklist of people that you invited for your weddings, and suddenly you see this, that a friend of yours, a very good friend of yours, you forgot to invite him, right? And that person is living abroad now, and you just can't call that person and tell him that, okay, tomorrow is my wedding, or you'll have to come because he's living abroad, you need to.
Mm.
So now, and he's a very, very good friend of yours, right? Now how will you deal with this situation? Would you just call him up and tell him the whole situation, or would you just not tell him anything and call him after the wedding, or what would you do?
First of all, I may call after the wedding. I am because
To the
just
wedding, not before.
yeah, I
Huh.
love, yeah, after
Hmm.
the wedding. Because I know he will not reach okay within the limited period of time.
Hmm.
Within one day, it will take time.
Hmm.
And so it's better I will let him know after the wedding. You call me, said congratulations to me because I got married yesterday. And but
How would he react after that? What do you think? Will he be glad? Of course.
he will say something like that. To be very honest, Ekta, that is why I don't have friend, a close friend. To be very honest.
Huh. Okay.
Yes. I
No,
had
but
close in school period, but now I don't have any close friend. Even I
I mean,
don't
you,
talk.
okay, if not friend, you must be having someone who's very close to you that you want to invite for your wedding. Someone, any relative, any cousin of yours, any friend of yours, any relative of yours that you definitely want to invite for the wedding, but you sort of forgot, and now, this is troubling.
Mhm. How would I handle that?
How do you justify this? That I'm so sorry, I forgot your name. You are most important person in my life, but I forgot to invite you. How do you justify this?
How I justify it? I will ask him to forgive me. That's it. I forgot to invite you. That's it.
Hmm. And you'll
It's
just simply ask that person to forgive you.
like, okay, it's my blunder, right? So just
I did some blunder.
because
Okay, all right.
Dhoni, there was very close relationship between Dhoni and Ras. Like
Hmm.
Dhoni when started in Uttarakhand, he didn't invite a single player
Hmm.
in his wedding.
Hmm.
So Ras got resentment from Dhoni. So stop playing.
Who?
Again, so
Dhoni and who?
Yuvraj Singh.
Deepak, since the time is a little, uh, let's have this thing. What I thought about. Although we had a session very, very long back, I think it's been months. The last session that we had,
It's been 4 or 5 months back.
4 or 5 months back, right? So still, I don't know. I feel this. Although the number is big, the number of sessions that you've had here, still I feel there is this smoothness in the delivering of sentences. The way of delivering sentences is something where you can work upon. See, your sentence framing improved a lot, grammar improved a lot, the words that you're using, vocabulary, definitely you can work upon it. There's no end to it, but still it's better, it's okay. right? The vocabulary is fine, sentence framing is okay, grammar is also okay, no problem, right? The ideas that you have in your mind, you're able to put that out also nicely, that is also good. But again, I feel this, that smoothness is still missing when you're delivering the sentence. The way you are speaking, the way of delivering the sentence, I still feel there is something where you can work, right? Only this little thing, because English as such, you're speaking fine, there's no problem with it. Two three things, I don't know I've told you this or not, but I look for two to three things, which is there should be clarity when you're speaking, so you were clear. There should be correctness when you're speaking, you were speaking correct, and completeness, your sentences were complete. So all the three things were there, but the way you are delivering the sentences, I think definitely you can work upon that. As you said when we started the session, that I'm working on my English should be that it impresses the other person. So, and I told you this, that there is a very big part in it, that how you deliver the sentences, that is that plays a very important role in impressing. So speaking right is one thing, which is of course crucial, but the other thing is speaking it in the right manner, delivering it in the right manner. I think the other part you can work upon a little bit, right? And the first part you already are good, right? You've achieved, I think you've achieved that thing, that you're speaking correct and you are able to put out your thoughts very precisely also, nicely and precisely, both the things are there. Just in the way of speaking, you can just little bit work upon that, right? And of course, for the smoothness and the refinedness, and as we say, the way being very fluently, effortlessly speaking, right? That will come just by practicing. And as you said, that I have taken this thing up, that I have to give these many years, or I've made my mind to work on it. Definitely, in these many years, if you're working regularly on this particular thing, definitely you'll achieve it, right? So all the things that you're doing, please continue doing that. I don't know what things are you doing for the improvement, but whatever you're doing, it's all working, so continue doing that. All right, Deepak.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing
you
my
so much.
feedback.
Thank you. Bye
Okay,
bye, take care.
okay. Bye
Thank you.
bye.